graders, this is Mrs. Darcy, your counselor, and I'm going to be reviewing your course selections today, which are your classes you're going to choose for 8th grade. You're going to be getting some materials today. You're going to be getting your course request worksheet. It's going to be due to your science teacher on Thursday, February 2nd, which is next week. If you're going to sign up for a class that requires an application, the student aid application is going to be available in the counselor's office, and the publications application is going to be available with Mrs. Bannister. Please note, if you are moving or plan to move, you will still need to fill out and turn in your course selection sheet. This is an example of what your course selection sheet will look like. There's 3 different kinds of classes you can choose from. There's academic, pre-AP, and gifted and talented. You can only select gifted and talented if you have already been identified as a gifted and talented student. There are some pre-AP guidelines. These courses typically move at a faster pace. They're more academically challenging. They require more independent learning, and usually there's more homework than academic courses. If you want to read more information about pre-AP courses, you can visit the Department of Advanced Academics on the KDISD website. Typically, we recommend that you have an 85 or higher in your current core content class. A teacher recommendation is helpful, or if you just want some advice, ask your teacher because they know you best. And you should have passed your STAR test if you are signing up for a pre-AP course in ELA or math. KDISD encourages students to take a pre-AP or an AP course at some point during their academic career. When making a decision about these classes, these are some things that you can ask yourself. Are you self-motivated, organized? Are you an independent worker? Do you need and or have support with your organizational skills and or studies on a daily basis? If you require a lot of help with organization and study skills, pre-AP may be more of a challenge for you. If you're involved in many activities outside of school, then you need to consider if you have the time to complete the extra work required that's outside of class. If you have an interest in this course, then you may want to take the class. But if it's not something that's interesting to you, you may not want to take a pre-AP class in that area. How well do you handle the rigors of a demanding academic workload? That's something that you need to consider. Are you realistic about your performance expectations for yourself? Have you considered all academic disciplines for which there are pre-AP and AP courses? So choose that pre-AP courses that best suit your needs as an individual student. Please be aware that sometimes you can petition, which means request to exit your pre-AP course, but you have to meet all the exit criteria, which means that you have to conference with the teacher, complete all assignments, and attend recommended tutorials in order to be able to leave the course. You will not be granted the exit of the pre-AP course if you are experiencing success, which means if you are making a C or higher. So please choose wisely. If you begin to fail and you have attempted all these things and you cannot bring your grade to passing, then you may be exiting the pre-AP course. Just keep that in mind. So the core classes that you'll be choosing from, one of them is going to be language arts. It's going to be 1 period, not 2. And you can choose pre-AP, academic, or GT if you are already identified as a GT student. Just keep in mind that if you choose pre-AP, then you will have a summer reading assignment. For math, we offer academic 8th grade math and algebra. Algebra is not a pre-AP course, and no extra GPA points are awarded for algebra. Algebra is a rigorous course which requires hard work, so please be prepared to work hard. Students maintaining a B or higher will remain in the course. This may be the first time in your academic career that you would make a B, but please know that that is considered successful and you will remain in the course. You must qualify for algebra placement, and this will be determined later in the semester, and you'll be getting information from your teacher regarding that qualification information. For science, you can choose academic, pre-AP, and GT if you're already identified as a GT student. For social studies is going to be U.S. history. You can also choose academic pre-AP or GT. For PE, everyone will be enrolled in PE or athletics. If you're already in athletics, you will be enrolled in athletics unless a decision is made for you to not be in athletics by you, your parent, and or the coaches. As always, we offer band, orchestra, and choir if you're already enrolled in those activities, or also theater arts or art. Other electives that will be available to you as an 8th grader are publications or student aid, which both require an application. Please note that those applications are due March 3rd. Teen leadership, technology applications, and a new course we're offering next year called career readiness. Please keep in mind that only the electives listed on the Wood Creek Junior High worksheet are available at our campus. As an 8th grader, you also have the opportunity to take high school credit electives. These courses count towards your high school GPA, which is your grade point average. They're going to become a permanent part of your academic record, and they'll go on your high school transcript. And also keep in mind that these are not the only high school courses that you could take. Other high school credit courses are going to be offered in high school. So you do not have to take a high school credit class while in 8th grade. If you're in Spanish 1 Part 1 and you would like to complete that credit, you will choose Spanish 1 Part 2. We also offer a full year of Spanish if you haven't started your foreign language yet. It is recommended that you've completed 6th or 7th grade language arts with a minimum of 85 average to be in that class. Please keep in mind, if a student starts Spanish 1 in junior high, then Spanish 2 must be taken in 9th grade. You could also take Principles of Human Services, which is a high school credit course, Principles of Applied Engineering, or High School Credit Art. You can select from 2 different art classes. There's junior high art and high school credit art. Please keep in mind that there is a difference between the 2. Based on your STAR scores, you may or may not have to take an extra reading and or math course. We have strategic reading and math lab. You will be notified if this needs to be a part of your schedule, and it will replace one of your electives. We will still have advisory next year. And as always, there's before and after school tutoring. So please take advantage of those opportunities to be successful in your classes. So next year as an 8th grader, you'll have English, math, science, social studies, PE, or athletics, 2 electives, and an advisory. And of course, you will all have lunch. Okay, so what's next? Please make sure that you take some time to look at the KDISD course catalog to find out about the course descriptions and also to decide which classes you want to take. List at least 3 alternate elective choices on your course selection sheet, because we cannot always guarantee that you'll get your first or second choice. You and your parent or guardian need to sign the worksheet. Also, on the back of the course selection sheet, you will see the pre-AP course agreement. If you sign up for pre-AP classes, you need to make sure you read and sign this. Give the worksheet to your science teacher by Thursday, February 2nd, which is next week. Course verification forms will be sent home later on in February. This is not a schedule, and this will be your opportunity to make any changes. Please keep in mind that this does not guarantee course selections, but this will be your final opportunity to make a choice. A little bit more information to keep in mind. The counselors work very hard to have schedules finalized before school starts, but please take into consideration that schedules may change after school begins. Sometimes we have to level classes, which means make them similar sizes. New staff members come on board, or there's changes to the school's master schedule. Choose courses carefully as schedules, especially electives, because you will not be able to make a change later. So make choices now.